It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tyrone Lowe. The show is called The Legends. I want to thank everybody that actually subscribes to my show and show me love all over the world. In the House of the Legends, I have a friend that I've recently met, but very interesting guy, and he's into a lot of things. He wears a lot of hats, and we're going to tell you all about it right now. And in the House of the Legends, my guest is Tyrone Brinkley, AKA DJ Pitch Control. Welcome to the Legends.
Thank you.
What's going on, man? What's happening? What's going on with you? Everything's good?
Yeah. Music, sound,
Okay.
DJing,
All right. So how did you get into the music thing? Because you go way back, man. You got a lot of things going on with you. And as it was told to me, you got a serious vinyl collection.
Yes.
So let's talk about that. When did you start actually collecting, man?
Wow. I started collecting vinyl at the age of, say, 12.
Okay.
As far as me getting my hands on vinyl, it was a relative of mine that had vinyl in his basement. And I would go down there and listen to music with him, and what I liked, he gave me.
Okay.
He was on his way traveling because he had a band himself. And he was like, look, Tyrone, take these records, play them, get yourself a turntable. So I brought it to my mom's attention, and she got me a BSR.
Okay.
Turntable
wow.
from
not Pitch Control.
Yeah.
I remember those. Yeah.
Right, Radio
definitely.
Shack.
Yeah, definitely.
Radio Shack.
Yeah.
Okay. I had a realistic mixer. I wasn't in position to mix yet.
Right.
I just wanted to become familiar with the sound system itself and equipment.
Right.
And then I took it from there. I started soaring. You know what I mean?
You got the techniques, of course.
Well, the BSI. Well, you know what? The BSRs were just your regular basic turntables.
Right.
But as far as really mixing with turntables, that didn't come to me until like 1980, 81. I was able to get my hands on some sound system. Coming from New York, back in them days, we scratched.
Right.
So it was always somebody. It was always somebody was doing something in their basement. We had a crew.
Right.
In Strong Island.
Right.
Okay. And I was scratching at the time, and it wasn't our equipment. It was a friend of ours that had the equipment, but he wasn't really into DJing equipment and stuff like that. He had stuff.
Right.
So we were able to get him to bring his stuff to a buddy of ours. His name was Alan, and we would go in his basement, and that's where it started, And I was,
So where did it take you from there?
It took me when I got, I say like around 84, traveling back and forth from New York to New Jersey.
Right.
Relatives. I would frequently go to all the clubs in New York City, and I was pretty much amazed how a vinyl record, the sound that it produced. Club called the Garage.
Yes, most definitely.
The Loft. So, hearing these things and hearing sound, I was like amazed. I was amazed. And I said, wow, I would like to do
get
this.
into that phase, right?
Yes.
I mean, the Garage blew me away, man, because it was quadraphonic sound.
That's
it wasn't
right.
stereo.
Nah.
And a lot of people didn't know that.
That's
I was
right.
like, man, I mean, you go there on a Friday night, man, and you listen to a record that you got at home. You hear all these little bells and stuff that
That's
you never
right.
thought that was there.
That's right. A lot of songs that us DJ have, a lot of songs we bought back in the day. Larry
Right.
pretty much had special recordings to fit the sound system at the
Right.
Garage. So we would, you would buy the vinyl,
Right.
and then you would put it on your regular stereo system, and then you're like, like you say, you don't hear the triangles.
Right, you don't hear all the
if
other
you don't have the
incentives
right,
that's actually in the
right.
recording.
If you don't have the right sound system,
That's right.
you're not going to hear it. So it kind of motivates us to be able to, okay, let's create that sound for ourselves, so that we can get all the elements.
Right.
Okay, and I believe that's where, you know, a DJ becomes a technician,
Right.
sound technician.
You see, because I remember when I listened to Larry and stuff, and it was suggested to me to go buy the DBX volume range expander and the subsonic filter,
That's right,
which actually brought out the sound.
right.
So that's all like taught me something, you know, and from there, man, technologies was just beyond itself.
Yes, the sound systems that we bought back in the days, I still have them.
Oh, great.
You know, because you can't. There is nothing out here that's a substitute in terms of when you're doing analog.
Right, right. Sure.
And when you put
sure.
these components
Yeah,
together,
yeah.
it's amazing. It's
Right.
amazing.
So who was your idol DJ back in the days? Because we all have one.
Wow.
Who were you listening to? Or who were you
Larry-
listening to on the radio?
Larry, Larry Patterson,
Okay.
T. Scott. You know, these Timmy.
Yeah.
Okay. Timmy was pretty much, everybody got a chance to hear Timmy because he was on the radio station, battling other
Right.
DJs. So we got a chance to listen to how he performed, you know, going to the shelter and
Right.
listening to T. Scott at the club called Cheetah.
Right.
You know, I like to think,
He also did Better Days too.
yes, he did those clubs. I couldn't go to every party at the
Right, right.
you know, had to go to work, you know. But yeah, I was introduced to Larry Patterson, became friends with them, and listening to their theory. You know what I mean? Watching them,
Right.
and I asked questions. Like, how do you do that?
I met Larry because I was in Shore Record Pool, and they had a panel of all the guys, all the top level DJs that was actually in Shore Record Pool.
Right,
Where
wow.
Bobby Davis had actually put this event together.
Yes.
And this is when I actually got to meet all these guys, man. And it was amazing because they weren't cocky and stuck up.
No.
They were very informative
No.
about the craft itself.
Right.
And I learned a whole lot about it, you know. And back in those days, it was different because we had to do feedback sheets and we had to report to the radio stations
right.
back in the days.
That's
you
right.
wasn't getting nothing from nobody.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? So
right.
these guys these days, they have it very, very easy compared to when we was actually getting it, you know. I mean, I remember coming from shore on the number 4 train. I got 2 milk crates
Oh yeah.
of stuff. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it was. So let me ask you a question. You know, did you do any production?
No, because you know, I was doing a lot. You know, DJing and doing sound. It's a lot.
Right.
At the time, we did a lot.
Okay.
A lot of parties going on, back and forth, Florida.
Okay.
You know, I just didn't see myself production-wise because I don't want to make music that I have to really struggle to try to make.
Okay.
And there is so much good music out here that I love to play.
So you actually wanted your imagination to flow as you do it.
Right.
Which is
'cause
cool.
I like to take all different styles of music
Right.
and blend it together. So to me, that's my craft.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what I produce my style.
Oh, that's cool.
Right. When you consider yourself to be an artist in terms of instruments is your turntables and your mixer. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing, and I'm comfortable in my space. You know?
And that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, after a while, you'll gravitate to certain things as you go along with the journey.
Yeah,
Right.
because it's a lot of room.
It is. It is.
And being a DJ and a sound technician, it's a lot of room. So you have to find where you fit.
Right.
Because there's a lot of producers out here that not really putting out good music.
Yeah, true. Or it
So-
sounds the same.
Right.
And matter of fact, I just had a
You have to-
conversation about that not too long ago.
Yeah,
And so,
yeah.
but what we're going to do is we're going to take a little break, and we'll be right back. with Tyrone Brinkley, a.k.a. DJ Pitch Control. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
We should be back. My name is Tyrone Lowe. This is my show, The Legends, and we are here with Tyrone Brinkley, a.k.a. DJ Pitch Control. Tyrone, let me ask you a question. How did you come up with the name Pitch Control?
Wow. Yeah, I was in my basement with my equipment,
Right.
turntables, and I'm mixing, and then I said to myself, you know, TC, that's what they call me. That's New York.
Right, right. Okay.
DJ TC back in the day. So I was like, wow. I says, you know, I got to come up with a different name
Right,
because I'm playing different kinds of music.
right.
And I put my hand on the pitch control and I'm mixing, and then I saw the word.
Pitch Control.
Yeah. And I says, I don't want to
That's-
spell it. I don't want to spell it like
Right.
that. I says, I got to spell it a different way.
And, you know, and that is so different.
yeah,
you know?
that's how I came up with the name. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about your very first gig you ever did, you know,
Oh,
as
wow.
a DJ.
Yeah.
Professionally.
I did a party. It was downtown Newark. It was at a Masonic temple,
Okay.
and a couple of people was telling me that there is a space that's available. You can do your parties, and I was like, great. I think about what I'm gonna call it. You know, it was,
Right.
and that was I call it the basement.
Okay.
Many years ago, you're talking like,
Right.
wow. I say 98, 99.
Going way back there.
Yeah. So then that party lasted about, I say, about a year, and then the facility shut down.
Okay.
They sold the Masonic Temple. They sold the facility, and I wound up getting a loft.
Right. Okay.
Okay. I started a party there. It was 100 feet by 50 feet, open space.
You packed the house?
Yes.
Okay. See, that's a good thing.
It worked out pretty good, and that was called 357.
Okay.
And that was like down in the Ironbound section, down in the net in Jersey. I did that party, and you know, a couple other parties I would do, but I felt like I still wanted to provide a service.
Right. Okay.
Also, you know, so me having the sound system that I had, I wanted to be able to provide a service for DJs in the house community.
Right.
So that's when I purchased my JBL 700 series,
Okay.
and that's when I started promoting sound.
Okay. And that's great. Another thing that he actually does is they do headphone parties. I don't know if a lot of people are familiar with it, but it's something that's on the rise, and he does this. And so let's talk about that, because that is something so different, actually being in an atmosphere with about over 100 people or 200 people, and you're wearing headphones to the music, which you can adjust to your own volume or your own liking, and just party.
Yeah.
And there's no real boom boom on the
Right.
atmosphere. Could you
right.
talk about that, Ty?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I'm gonna go back 10 years.
Okay.
I got a phone call from a friend, and she says, Pitch, you ever played at a headphone party? I says, no. I says, I've heard about it, but what is it?
Right.
She goes, well, it's this party that's going on in a loft in New York City / rooftop. And she said they have 3 DJs, and I was talking to the gentleman about it, and I says, I know a DJ that's really good. He plays good music, and maybe I can talk to him, and you can have that 3rd DJ.
Right.
So I get there, and I'm looking at the unit, and I am seeing like this player, but no headphones, no nothing.
Right.
For me, as a DJ, that's what we look for.
Right, exactly.
We look for a monitor and headphones. So he handed me the headphones that everybody else was hearing. He says, here you go.
Wow.
So like, okay.
Is it powered through Bluetooth?
No, it's a FM frequency.
Oh, okay. That's
Okay.
pretty cool. That's different.
Yeah, it's FM. It's UHF FM. And what that does is that type of frequency is very clear and clean in a radius.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So it doesn't allow you to broadcast from afar.
Okay.
You can't do that.
Do you have to have an FCC for this, or is
No.
it something that's just done?
No, you don't.
Okay.
The frequency ranges from 915 to 924, 925, and that's the frequency transmitter unit that you would get with your headphones.
Right.
So basically, your transmitter, it just transmits. So when you take that transmitter and you hook it up into your player or what mixer or whatever it is, and it just sends a signal from the output of your mixer
Right.
to everybody,
That's
to the
so-
transmitter.
that is so
to
cool.
Yes, and
Yeah.
it's simultaneous. 1 to 1,000,
Okay.
2,000, 3,000. Yeah.
So you have some upcoming events coming up with that, and you want
Yeah.
to tell the viewers about it. You know, you guys can stand by and come through.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we're doing something in a mountaintop in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
You're actually 2,500 feet elevated, and
wow.
you can overlook the Pocono region.
That is so cool.
Okay.
You know I'm going to be there, right?
You gotta come. You gotta come. And it's going to be a great experience, even for those who never experienced it before, because people still talking about it. They don't know much about it.
Right.
People do headphones, but they do it in a different way.
Right.
They have
right.
like 3 different genres of music. And we would go to the headphone parties, and we realized that that atmosphere would clash.
Right. Right.
So what we did was, me and Amina, we decided, okay, you know what? Let's just keep it one genre. This way, it's like you're dancing at a club. You're
Right.
at a club, and you're listening to your music on a personal level. And that's how we came up with the name Frequency One-on-One.
Okay.
Because now you're one on one
Yeah.
with the music.
Right.
And the frequencies is the sound that's coming through the headphones.
But let me ask you a question. I mean, I'm checking out what you're saying, though. But have there ever been an incident sometimes when you're actually broadcasting, but it echoes?
No.
Oh, okay. But you know what I'm talking about.
Well, it doesn't
Like a
you
slight
get, like,
delay.
no,
You can
don't.
actually get the signal, but sometimes when it gets to the headphones, it's like a slight delay.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm just
No,
curious
it's
about
direct. One thing about UF signal is clear and it's straight.
Right.
It's no interference.
Okay.
Bluetooth or anybody interfere into the frequency, the signal itself. So
Okay.
that's what makes it fantastic, phenomenal. And the sound is clear.
that. I can imagine the clarity
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff.
really
there.
clear.
So quickly, do you have any? You have anything that you want to close with to the viewers that they should know about, or something that they need to hear from you?
Yeah, well, you can listen to my music, my mixes on SoundCloud.
Okay.
Okay, you type in Pytch Control with Pytch.
Okay.
Control CONTROLL, and it'll link you into SoundCloud. And what I do is I promote my music on SoundCloud along with the party events. So whatever party that I'm throwing is promoted on SoundCloud,
that's
the
great.
name of the mix.
Okay.
So you'll get a general idea of what kind of music we play. And also, I'm on Facebook.
Oh, that's great. And for your viewers that's actually watching this right now, DJ Pytch Control is going to do a live set on the show. So y'all guys stay tuned for that. And this has been another T-Lo video production, and you guys stay tuned for another episode.
For the love of house,
The dynamic soul sounds of
for the love of
DJ
dance.
Tyrone Lowe. DJ Tyrone Lowe. DJ Tyrone Lowe.
That's nice, 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 nice,
DJ Tyrone Lowe. The dynamic soul sounds of DJ Tyrone Lowe.
It was once upon an era in the 1970s when Jesse Saunders dared to entertain a different style of music, not knowing that it would become a movement unto itself, with followers worldwide all connected by this one common thread that we now call house music. Spreading to the United Kingdom, adopting influences everywhere it passed, giving birth to electro, techno, lounging, afro, disco, dance, and all the jazz. There was absolutely no doubt that this movement was set to take over the world, not in bite sizes, but in giant leaps and astounding bounds. At that time, those who knew understood that a revolution had begun, sweeping across towns, cities, and states, climbing plateaus and escarpments, gliding fiercely across the 7 seas. From all 4 corners of the earth, the reverberations of this movement are felt intensely, destroying man-made boundaries, breaking the barriers of race and ethnicity, oblivious to nations, international relations, and demarcations. The essence of this movement is unifying. In its purest form, it binds the mind and soul, transcends the physical realm, and touches the 3rd dimension of existence. It is the ruler of all things, harmony. It finds to the motherland, where music had become the voice of liberation. House music has now become an extension of that expression. Like a war song, it echoes loudly for all to hear, connecting masses to a deeper sense of understanding, a different paradigm altogether. Music, a soul soother, a liberator. Music, a freedom fighter. And today we continue to celebrate this freedom when we congregate on dance floors all over the world. On the dance floor, we are governed by the beat. Our bodies recognize no other command except the rhythm. See, we are led by the music. All followers and lovers pledging their allegiance to it. No race, creed, or color. No one is superior to another. All are equal before this government, and all submit themselves holistically. We dance to remember, sometimes we dance to forget, but always gripped by the authority of the rhythm that connects us. So everywhere I go, France, Mozambique, USA, or the Caribbean, I know that I'll meet people of the same mind as me, who subscribe to the constitution of this.
just can't sit here working out what I have in mind. Yellow, red, blue, green and white. Grass is close to my knees. And the sun goes down. And it seems she doesn't want to leave the day like me. It's not superficial, 'cause you're